this is a trial run of our first ever podcast. I don't have a name for the series yet. We are going to start with introducing ourselves.
Alright, everyone. Hi, my name is Lavon Higgins Watson.
Alright, and my name is Dominique Dudley.
My name is Casey and Names.
Alright, and for now, this is All Things Women. Alright, so let's just get into it.
Alright, so the essence of today's podcast is just to talk about some of the factors, ladies, that have been affecting us as women. I mean, it's to say the least, we can't cover everything because there's so many things that have been affecting us, even as we are coming out of a COVID-19 pandemic. But some of the things that I think, we need to discuss is, of course, our identity and finding out in society today, what is our role as women within the household? What are we called to do? I know that many times persons will label us as we have to be the ones holding down the fort. We have to be the ones, cooking, cleaning, ensuring that our men are in order and everything is together. But how do we look at going forward and breaking that stigma? Especially finances. We know that men, they are usually the breadwinner, so to speak. But women are making money. We have now become bossy. We have now become independent. We have now become the goal getters, the goal setters. And so I want to ask you guys, what are your opinions? Do you believe that women can be the breadwinner?
Alright, first of all, in a lot of households, women literally are the sole breadwinners of the family. They make the most money. They have the best paying job. They are the ones that are usually in work longest, or from what I'm seeing now, they usually are getting the better paying jobs and basically stuff like that. So a lot of households, females are the main breadwinners of the family, I'd say. So I think in light of that, in recent years, it has caused a very big shift in the dynamic of traditional households. Man go home, make the money, woman stay home and take care of the family. And then something that has changed a lot, seen as women have stepped up to the plate in terms of employment and caring for the family, I'd say.
But you said something, you said that women are getting the better paying jobs. I somewhat disagree. I believe that, we have gender equality and equity, and we look at, there are many roles and positions that women aren't actually getting better pay than men. Men are actually getting a better pay, but I feel as if, for me personally, it could be a case where women are saving more than men. Because if you look at it, I think that we're better budgeters, we're better savers, we're more level-headed and focused as it relates to finances. What do you think?
Not in all cases. Because we are financing the family and the kids, most times the males are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. So I wouldn't say because we save more. It's because we care more for our family and we want the best for them. That is why we supply our families.
Oh, so basically you're saying that we, in general, women care more for the family than the men?
Yes.
Oh, that's
and that is that is the main reason why they are the breadwinner even up to now.
Alright, so let me ask you something. As it relates to pulling together with the finances, would you be with a man that is basically making less money than you? Everybody have their preference, but what would you prefer?
For me, I would say no. Reason being,
what some people look at that as, being someone who is, so to speak, a gold digger. Why you can't be with a trying man?
That will
Depends on the type of trying man.
What is the type of trying man?
For example, you are making probably 50,000 or 100,000 more than him, and he might try in terms of, he's not somebody who will go out every night and spend and squander their money, but it's just that he's not able to pull in weight in the house or you want him to expect it. So it could be a case when you are paying more money towards the rent,
in the future that will cause a problem, right?
I don't think so. You have some households that do not manage it well.
When you take away man masculinity, it caused a problem.
So you think that if you're making more than the man, it will take away from their masculinity?
Yes, it would.
Of course.
They won't be in control.
Not necessarily in control, but when a man feel like, say, him not play the role of a man, of a father, of a provider, like him cannot provide enough for his family as much as the female or the wife or the host can do, it is a very big blow to their ego, somewhat even their mental health, their mental state of mind.
But these men nowadays, they may see right now, no for them would have loved for the woman take over.
These men.
And I saw it coming in the shift of what we call it now. The shift of the roles, the shifting of the roles where the women are taking on basically the pants in the relationship.
More man and show them feminine side.
But no, they even as they bring up that there's a shift and women are taking on the role of the man in terms of where the pants in the relationship. If you are making more money than the man, you believe that it is right. So let's say, alright, the Bible, let's get real. The Bible is saying, men should be the head of the household. But what if the woman is making more money than the man? How is that head is going to be in terms of you are making more money than him, but when I get my paycheck, should I go to him and him say, alright then, with our pay, remember me are bringing more than nickel. With our pay, this is how the pay should be allocated towards the bills. Or are you saying no? Alright, I'm making more money, so I don't necessarily have to go to him and feel finance say is the same.
Speaking from that perspective, it depends on your spirituality and your religious views. If it is of your belief that the man is truly the head of the household and everything's supposed to go from him to you and then disperse it like that, in that case, then yes, even if biblically, in that case, yes, even if you are make more than him, if you believe that he's the head of the household and he's supposed to set things, make rules, and you follow along, and want to do them something there together, then yes, you will make more money on a pool on the finances. Him say allocate this to that, and you go along with it if that is your belief.
Alright, so what do you consider now as the what being the head means?
Alright.
In that case, you say, alright, then Tori I get different pay, me I get more. What is being the head for you? Is it that him call it the shots, or the two of you come together and call the shots, even though him still at the head?
Alright, me not go get hypocrite and me not go front. So that's also a thing there. Biblically, and what we get as modern day females and just people in general, that just gone sideways because they can't. We don't know how to say them man here nowadays, they cannot just leave everything up to them, as well as us trying to be more independent as females as well. They're not gonna just say, alright, give some money and how you want me to do with it, oh we're gonna pay this, oh we're gonna pay that. No, it has to be an equal thing. Or you have to set your standards in a relationship from now. Either we get married or we're gonna live together. Me make this, you make this, but we are gonna still pull the weight, mine and mine. Years we can still pull together, but me, I'm going to take care of this, you're going to take care of that, irrespective of what you're earning and I'm earning.
Okay, I have two scenarios, right? A male can be making a lot of money more than the female, but she is the one that manages the household and is ahead of the household. Or a female will be making a lot of money more than the male, but he's the one that is managing the household.
But alright.
I want to it could be personality.
Yes,
Somebody personality. It don't have to be money.
Yeah, manage money properly.
So somebody can like one of the female can manage it. The household better than like she can demand. She can pay the bills, manage everything.
She has a financial background.
Because she does have that strong personality there.
But you have some people that would say, if you are make 60 grand and me I make 40 grand, as a man, you make 60 grand and me I make 40 grand. Some women, like myself, still believe that he should do more in the house, even though me I make more money, because that's just what the man is supposed to do. I mean, yes, he's making less than me, but me must can have my little fine. Him not forgive me no spending money. Him not forgive me my little, allowance for take care of myself and do me my nails. Obviously, I gotta have mercy upon him, but him to still pull more of the weight.
We all agree on that.
But yeah, some people that would say the woman is making more, say it's fair for her to do more until the man get on track.
Until?
In general, some persons it don't matter. It's half and half. Like I've met persons that, we were considering marriage and they were saying to me, I think a woman should be doing things half and half. You have some man that will say, listen to me, she not for do nothing none at all. And me for do it and him still I make less money, but him I go find a way, him I go hustle. That's just it.
I know of someone who she is the one working all the money, but he's the one that manages her business. So him did it, manager, business manager, workers, and she don't have any problem with it because I don't know, she don't have a problem with it. She likes to take care of it.
She just take care of him or him assist her with the business.
He's assisting her with him just assist her mentally.
So him not manage books, finances, nothing?
And that as well. But
okay, so he might help out with the business.
He might be something, so that a film pay.
Yeah.
He might the manager.
Yeah man, he might help out with the
if
business.
she can't function without
she
him,
need help.
then he might that a film pay.
But basically she have been bringing all of the money.
Yeah, but if you look at it, if he was a manager, she'd have to go pay him. So I feel pay that.
Alright, me look on it like this. You see if me have a spouse and for some reason me come into a lot of money. So me and them they are the same level and then me just come in on some money and get rich and it's going well for me. They are still at that level and me gone up to a different place. So what you gonna do? You can't support your lifestyle in that sense because it's not dead so. So are you going to just say, alright, and the time for you now, me make more money than your time for that she way? Or you have to decide for yourself, say, alright, I'm here in this from long time, me may help to elevate and bring you up to my level. Which can be what she was doing.
Well, in my case, with my spouse I was making more money than him. And now the roles reverse and he is now making more money than me. And when I look at it now and I'm saying to myself that situations and man situations change and it can be like that as well for the female. She might make, less money and then the roles more money and the roles reverse and then she end up make less money or vice versa. But you just have to adjust yourself and I think in coming with that now, there's some discussion that has to happen with all the roles are going to adjust, the responsibilities are going to adjust and all the priorities also are going to adjust to match the finances. And that is that. But as you mentioned, all of that, you have some women that will tell her that being with a guy that makes more money carry a lot of weight. Yes, them have them ear and them nails and everything, but them have to go through all kind of problem and situation that women who are with men that are making equal amount or even less amount now go through. Some people will tell them I get them school fee pay, them I get them care, them I get them house, but then they are going through abuse. Physically and mentally, but there's someone will say that we say when them do with a broke man, life is harder. Life is harder, or they might be there emotionally and treat them well, but financially they might struggle. Some people rather go through the financial struggle than go through the other struggles, and some people rather go through the other struggles.
Kind of things, yeah.
Than go through. I would prefer go through the financial struggle than to go through the other struggle. But yes, because to me, money don't buy happiness. But yeah, some persons, if them have the finances, them can find a way to find happiness. Because, with the money, you can afford therapy, you can afford a lot of things that are not readily accessible if you're poor. I guess that's that as it relates to the rules, And, even as we are on this topic of abuse, here's something that has always been on my mind, right? Physical abuse And that we are talking about now. And we are reason as women, right? If a man, ladies, them him hit you, right? I'm not say like him do it willfully or maliciously. Me I talk about a look at accident. Because we all know our stance.
What you define as an accident?
Alright, you probably have a little argument and something slip up and you know to self. Listen and know to self you have no history of abuse. Or not to your knowledge. Everything I go and good, you don't see no red flag. No time at all in the relationship. Look at argument go on and look at thing happen. And he probably lick you and it look a bit hotter. You probably are flare up too.
No, you have to explain that better.
No, I mean like when you try to drive it out of me like that.
Yes, I'm explaining it better.
I look at accident. Meaning say, him do it one time.
What in do at one time? You have to
Alright, he might push you.
Okay.
I'm there look one thump or one box.
I look at one
You
thump
gotta eat
or
at the
one
moment.
box.
You say somewhere eating up.
One stab.
Not so far. But you know, you do something and he eating up and something happen and him lick you this and him promise him not do it again. Remember, you know, no responsibility. This is a person you've been with for like a good amount of years. He's not abusive, he's not show no sign of mental, emotional or physical abuse. You understand me? And it happen. Would you just throw away a relationship? Or would you work on it? Would you give him a second chance? Can we, you know, is it normal to say, alright then, man cheat, you accept it? Not for everybody, but for some persons, you might accept it. Look at argument happen, you accept it, or you go to counseling, or you go to therapy. Now talk about people who are not unmarried. So what about going to therapy if you lick you one time? Why a lot of persons are writing off the relationship because I want one lick?
One lick?
Maybe one of the reasons them grow in a one abuse, them grow to see them mother and them father fight and them get the lick there that eat them from them spouse and them say no, I'm not gonna do this. You know, it can be trauma.
But what if this person has no record of that? Grew up in a normal home. Every little thing. We don't even know the backstory. Just know say look one accident. What you do that just give up your relationship?
Accident, I call it. Remember, say there is always a saying of them kind of stuff there in terms of abuse. It can take people months, years, decades for sure. Yeah, that side of them, yeah. Tell you, it can take people a very long time for them to show that side of you. Right, and so okay. Right, so yeah, she not gonna let me if my box her for a year. Me can control her so because I'm afraid I'm bigger than her.
Because
so
every abuser they try to taste the person
waters first.
That's the first thing.
I mean, I'm not saying you're not gonna hold the person accountable, you know. You're gonna hold the person accountable. Right? But what I'm saying is that don't just throw away the relationship after the one little mistake. Because for me, I'm thinking a lot of persons, they are working hard for their relationship and there are other struggles behind it. You don't just give up on your man with the struggles. But why is it when it comes to abuse, we just want to give up?
Because of the word abuse. Listen to me. Listen to me now. Listen to me. See, this is my opinion, yeah? Alright, so when you say accident, my opinion on accident, as I have said, is we in a heated argument or we are fight, but we're not fight. You understand? Me and push me and shove, move out of my way, this and that, and you give me a one shove and I drop her. You duck off my face with the two finger them and you crawl me in my fire. So that me call accident, you know? No.
But that's only for harder now.
Duck off my face. No, me like duck off my face. Move out of, you understand? Move out of my face. Yeah, like you're shouting in my face and say, yo, move out of my face. But you have the instances where they have the people them will just, you know, them have the tendency but them just buckle it up. And you see when the time come for them do that thing and I tell you, say them a leg everything for you, you know. So them will hear a little, you see a little accident where them will hear a little one accident up and knock you right out, you know. And that me talk out, you know. And then you say, okay, in the one time I forgive him. He might not ever do it again, you know, but that as women that will always and forever be in the back of your mind. Saying they do me that one time, what if him do that to me again? You understand?
Yeah, I mean, can't we just normalize counseling for abuse or not just abuse for anything whatsoever within your relationship?
it is not only that, yeah, there's a stigma say black people don't like counseling because they don't want about everybody in their business, but it is also coming from a standpoint where those things are not readily accessible to them, or it is not so advertised or spoken of because of the stigma and everything. Even on that counseling, them say, oh, she get
We
off,
just have
some
a one
other-
friend who
or-
is
you're right.
Pastors who do counseling sessions.
but once the pastor they mix up.
Yeah, my boyfriend said to me, him say, you never do counseling. I'm not lie. This is make me feel away. Because I want me to study in a school, me don't want the counseling if anything. What he said to me is that would you ever do church counseling or whatever? And I said, as well you just saw it. And I said no, because they must pastor still people and them we chat a business to them family or to the other pastor them are preach about it. But they not go. You understand? People don't like that. People don't like that.
And you don't know who to trust.
That is true.
Because one person tell a one person, them are gonna always have a one person them close with.
Right,
And before you know it, because of these close relationships, everything out in the public. But I'm just saying, not that I've been abused, and I know it's a touchy topic, and a lot of persons will say, put your foot down when it comes to abuse, tread lightly, because this is something that can be repetitive.
Right.
This is something that the person, might see or area can decide to, and it can become a habitual thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm thinking too, not just to look at that aspect of it as women, but to also look at, yes, it's something that can be overcome. It might take a lot of time and a lot of energy, but I'm seeing that with the right work, we can, overcome.
In me, I'm with my boyfriend for 5 years, and during the 5 years, if we're not going at each other phone, or if one of we are stop the other person from going in our phone, we start arguing, or we say you have something to hide or something like that, and when one of we are asleep, one of we are searching at the phone, and then the next morning we vex up or we start cuss or something, and it most of the time realize it kind of drain our energy, because if we can't trust each other, and two, we just keep on arguing again, it's just toxic, right? So that is my experience with trust and technology.
So you
Yeah,
think you're gonna rectify that?
What can rectify that? Well, no matter what them say is true, we need to trust our partner. We can't trust them entirely.
That's true.
So that is something that is impossible, because we're a human being. We don't even trust ourselves.
I think that I disagree.
So
I disagree with that big time, ladies. I think you can trust someone wholeheartedly. Yeah,
As them saying, you pray for nobody.
I think, and I'm going to give you an example, alright? Up until before the pandemic, and I'm just going to say before the pandemic, and this is because for me personally and my relationship, the pandemic affected big time, right? And there are several factors we can look at, but COVID, don't underestimate COVID-19 and the pandemic. It affects a lot of homes, right? In many ways more than one. But before the pandemic, I can say I 100% trust my husband. Before the pandemic. Now that 100%, they probably they are 80 or 90. But I can tell you that I 100, anything we say a goal. No question asked.
and you're not one, search up in phone or
Me no want search up in phone, me no want do nothing, everything good and everything governed. And I know that when it comes to this topic, technology and trust, there's a thin line, there's a border between privacy and trust and transparency. There's this thin line between transparency and privacy. And let's be honest, for me not having access to your if me not have a password for your phone, big red flag.
Right.
And listen, ladies, I'm not just talking about cheating, because there's so many other things other than cheating. Because a lot of persons feel like if me not have your password, you have an next one. But there are many other things that you could be hiding in your phone.
Like what?
You could have do scamming, you know. You could have do a lot of criminal activities. You understand what I say? You could have involved in that. You could have dibble and dabble in a lot of things you may not know about. Because let's be honest, we store everything. If somebody get access to our phone, they pretty much have access to all our life, you know.
So, him not giving you his password make you not trust him?
If you give me your password, bro, I'm not go in your phone. You could have even have it, you know, have anything you're hiding in your phone, but as long as you give me the password, I just know say you're good. For me, it's in the giving. Once we now have access to it, that's a big red flag. Why you don't want to give me? You have something for hide. You can't give me and tell me, say, listen, we not like you stretch up my phone. I would just know right there, so I just respect. You understand? I'm setting boundaries. But if you don't want to give me a yard, and we have to constantly have argument.
Right over the phone.
If you don't want to give me, open the phone before me now. Put in your password yourself now. You get what me I say? I'm going to put in the password and show you and give me the phone. If you can just hand me the phone like that.
Yeah, I'm supposed to cancel lend me your phone.
Let me ask you for your call and you'd rather go buy me a credit.
Red flag. Aye.
You rather send me $25. I'm an emergency now. I have to wait for you to go a shop and go online on the app and buy me a credit.
Took my end this up.
We almost a man who loves spend.
I'm the on him sick bed.
He's the on him sick bed.
I don't want to give him phone.
And you have to use him finger for unlocking phone. Red flag. Big red flag.
So and that alone with technology, you know, remember you have the social media apps where just text alone you can text people, you know. You have Telegram, you have WhatsApp, you have Instagram, you have Snapchat. All of those are mediums in which you communicate with persons. What I also want to ask is, there's this thing come up with when me experience, right? Location. So when iPhone users and stuff and people use Snapchat, you know, me talk about location. I'm not even saying if you live with a spouse or don't live with a spouse. Live with a spouse. Spouse is far away, different home, different country, whatever. You not live with a spouse or you live with a spouse. Is it necessary for you to either know the location of your spouse at increments in the day or be able to see their location anytime you want?
I think it was the app will tell them where they're wrong. Because you because you can then, for example, you know,
that is
you can there town, you know, but I don't know where they're with. You can tell me say you know one store for all I know. You know Babsy?
True. Or you turn on your location at your home.
Or you left it somewhere, because I think it work away you leave it somewhere and the last location is what it really pick up.
No, hold on. So if me go to Babs and say, me call and say, oh, that was a while ago, where are you now? Me there, so, alright, turn on location, let me see. Simple as that.
Listen, right now to all them money skill, no matter where you want to do, no matter what happen.
That is true.
All if you're there, look for him and the girl together.
My sister.
Or him and the guy, or the girl and the girl, whatever, no matter what you do. And here they there you see them are gonna always have an excuse. As Casey and always say, you always say, all if the man a cheat, he might go say, I know what you think it is. All if you catch him in the act, an accident, it's not what you look like. Yeah, look on him physically. The man is slick, you know.
That's not the first thing will come on the village.
And this is me, you think you're 2 steps ahead and then end up the 4 or 5. That is just man.
Me feel them could have put on the location at the home. Travel with a different phone.
No, sir. I wish I knew possible.
That's
with the chip.
With the chip?
You can call him, so him have the chip.
Okay.
No, sir, that's too much. That's too much work.
Listen to me. All I'm saying is that I feel like them man you go to school. You know, like how the taxi man them have a look WhatsApp group. Them have one WhatsApp group or something where them have little sessions on how to get away with cheating. Or how to get away and do them little business. Them man have skill.
every time something in the house want fix, I say, I ask my boyfriend to fix it. Him can't do it, him can't do it. As the remote, because him love watch TV, as the remote stop work, him find one app where him can use the remote on his phone. So I say, look, you see them want something,
Yeah.
them
Go for
feed
them
it.
way. Mm-hmm.
You hear the man say? Them go feed it. And it, so I saw them stay. So nothing not gonna stop a man from cheating. Nothing not gonna stop a man from doing nothing what we want to do.
So when me say, and if I the right thing to do, or if I the right thing to prove for that particular situation, I will ask God. Me ask God, give me a spirit of discernment, Jesus. Always make me know, always make me have an inkling, always make me just feel what is happening. You understand? No business nobody thinks I'm a man or what. Me no business if nobody thinks I'm mad or me crazy. Me, I pray for that. Make me know. Make me feel something. Because you cannot, as you said, trust all of them, whatever, but you cannot trust nobody. I'm going to live my life like that as a protection or a way of protection for myself.
Well, then you're going to live too guarded. You're going to live too much with walls up. I think the way for love, you know what I'm just going to say the way for love right now, I for love blindly and just to be 100% vulnerable. But to be honest with you, I just have to retract that because that I just set up yourself a failure. Right now, you only can love yourself 100% for love somebody at least 50%. And that's just the truth. You have to give yourself all before you can give somebody. And I mean, not just right now you can't trust nobody fully because, and then you know the next thing we have to look at people change. The same guy you're with in 2015 by 2020 immature or even might regress and become someone who is totally different. So him socialize, the company where him round, you know, trauma situations that him go through the environment as well can change him and him can become completely different. He might care for you 100%, but then that die down. It might be somebody who is not a cheater, who, you know, is going to be a provider, someone who, you know, you can lean upon, and then when time come, he betray you. And it might be intentional, it might not be intentional. It just so happens that things happen and people change, just like seasons, just like leaves on the trees. They can wither and die, and as some people love and energy. You understand? Energy, we need energy, can change towards you. And that's just it.
You know what that can segue into? Next part of the topic, that is what is it? Romantic? Look, keeping the romance alive in the relationship.
Oh.
Alright, so that is what it is. Getting complacent or letting the romance die out of the relationship. Lavanya, start, can you marry?
What a setup.
I want you start with now. As we are talking about complacency and losing the romance, start with where the romance began. Because a lot of people have the issue where you did this and you did that, forget the girl and get the man. You understand?
He was my best friend, you know. We never even did that. He was my best friend and the romance was built from there. Now, for me, what keep the romance going is somebody who make me love him. I'm emotional. My love language is to feel like you listen to me. So for me, to keep the romance going, you just have to listen to me. And that's that. If you see you know, my laugh after me, but for me, and this is me, guys. If you see I wash, cook, clean, and do everything, I pay the bills and everything you need to do, I'm gonna romantically, how can I say, enthuse and incline and whatever you want to use when I see you doing things, when I see that your actions, you know, is at a satisfactory place for me. That's how I keep my romance alive, by your actions, and vice versa, me doing something too.
What do you do to keep your romance alive?
Why that's our next thing? I really do nothing, you know. No, I'm not right to them. I don't really do nothing. I mean, every now and then put on one lingerie or so, but I can't tell when I have to buy them stuff there. But I mean, obviously special occasions, or not even special occasions, but you might set the atmosphere, try a new position, try different places to have sex. And you know what I'm actually normalizing now? As a married couple, and not just as a married couple, but I can say this, as a working person, I've found myself scheduling times to have sex. And scheduling times to be with my partner and to go on dates. And I realized that what is a factor that can, this being spontaneous to rekindle the fire is very important. Without saying, hey, we're going to go on a date Saturday. Get up Saturday and say, let's go somewhere. And it changes and shifts the atmosphere. So those are some of the things that I do. If I say my work hard, and that is action. And it might sound away, but a way you do really kind of help me, And that kind of help going. If one person fall off, we have to be in tune with each other. When I say I do something in my work hard, if I see him start fix something around the house and I never have to tell him to do it, I start interested in my light 2 candle.
Yeah, me see like that.
I want to hobby a thing, but me I like 2 candle. Me I put on some music, I want to show him appreciate it.
Yes, yes, I'm like that as well.
Wait, I'm like that as well?
No, me see him clean and wash and
Where you know?
And me I said, no man, look like you want something tonight.
That's what I was going to say, It's that some men know say, alright, me not getting nothing from a day, you understand? I wonder what we can do, because it's not all the time. If you're settled in the relationship, it's not all the time you can do a one kiss on the neck or a one rub down and everything get going, you understand? So I realized that persons that are men that are in a relationship for a long time, that is how them say, me ready. Me there something, you understand?
You know the funny, as you said, that when my husband ready, the only thing he said to me is, and I don't know if this is TMI, but he will look for me and say, you ready? That's what, if that is his way of saying he's ready, he just look for you and say, you ready?
It's not really romantic.
No, him just say, you ready? But to me, it's just something that, and it's something that he's been doing recently. It hasn't been something that has gone
like you
back.
wait when him say ready?
Well, I won't say that. Yes, but I mean, like, when him say you're ready, it just let me know that he's there, and I'm love that he's being very forward with it, because a lot of men, they will be ready and them not tell you,
Sit down and wait for you for. But women, I like that too.
And them are watching,
Yeah,
and them are,
yeah.
then we kind of take too long, like, them pass you 2 times, like them bathing and if you put on them clothes or something, and them a pass you 1 and 2 times. Yeah, them a walk past 1 and 2, them want you to see something. For you, them a try to do a little thing, and try to get in.
And when you give them vex up, like.
Right. You see, like, if them normally cuddle, and you do it that night, then them probably don't want to cuddle, them kind of turn them back a little. You see them get up and go and go watch TV. Some little stuff for sure you see them didn't want it. But I mean, if you're just being straightforward with it.
But you know what about that as well? What I've heard from my friends as well, friends that are, males, sometimes them just want the woman to be assertive and dominant and just take it, which is when that happens and that them want. Me I tell you to be honest, every time I hear a man talk about it, and that them did want. For the woman for just be assertive and you come on to me for a change. You come take it from me for a change.
I say what you may want to say, but my pride now allow me to go and say, I want something now, unless I will want it. But it's not something that I will do on a regular basis.
Not regular, but sometimes they want to change. I think so too. But what I've heard is no man sometimes does want a change. Like she want me, I doesn't me always do this and me always do that. She want me, you understand? Is she
I was only complain about stuff like that. Sometimes you can
a lot of men complain about it.
But sometimes you don't have to complain. Sometimes I feel like but then again, because I was just about to say, if you put on something that is sexy, we normally wear regular. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm not just up in my yard.
Unspoken.
I'm not just up in my yard and wear them sexy dresses. I wear my yard dress, I wear my granny dress. I mean, I'm a head I got tired, and I mean, a lot of persons have been saying, stop all up yourself. Hold your man. but you're not going to be your best in your house because you're not out. But I mean, sometimes the man can notice, normally, you know, normally put on a certain cologne and look a body splash for you when you got your bed. But what if you put on something look stronger?
Well, you know what part what I can suggest to that is so when me do, everybody goes through it, but me have like bouts of sadness, bouts of depression. Me not motivated, me literally don't want to take care of myself. So you see when you get, not say, like a depression or not, but you just get complacent, you just get, boxed in. What you can do is try your best to just take care of yourself. You go bathe, you go wash your hair, you go do a little skincare, you go clean up, shave up, do whatever you want to do, and you put on not necessarily your best, but something that you don't normally.
That's weird. That's what I try to say, that when him see that, him can say, he will note it in a very subtle way. It might not be obvious if he's not someone who is keen, someone who is observant, or someone who is really looking at his spouse, at his woman, and noticing certain things. Because some man notice when you hear one, some man notice certain things. And if he realize he put on something in a normal way, like my husband, when he see me put on one certain underwear in a normal way, he say, "Get up onto the from." Or even though more it already, they might say, "Did you always have that?" Or some kind notice it. But to be honest, normally at those times, I put on him underwear when we're ready.
They're very observant.
But 1 and 2 times we catch him memoir and say, "Oh, that look nice, he come now." But then sometimes we say, "That look nice, he." And if it is so.
And church, if I really believe it's not all the time they want to have sex on them Sunday.
Right, that's
A man never turn down for sex.
yeah, when my husband is tired, he'll say not tonight. I don't know about anybody else. You never have get that?
I think men don't do that when they're sick, but no.
No, then I can't know what to say. I go to that. You go to that?
No, it is different because of the years in the relationship and, as I say, settling in.
No, but no, let me feel like I'm bored now, but now it's alright because I'm the only one out of all of you guys.
See, there's a thin line right there with consent, because you see, if him say him tired, well, him can't really tired and him really want to sleep,
Because he works long hours, but I mean, some
but
persons
it can be
know.
it depends. You have to know your person, because it depends. It can be spontaneous and say, as in be assertive in that particular time, you understand? We get something new, but then it can really want to sleep. I really need to sleep. I have a shift, like 6 o'clock tomorrow. You can't do that because
I have had times where my spouse would say that he is ready, and to be honest with them, want it, but me not want to look too like
needy.
Too yes, or in a sense we want to play hard to get. And just showing this out there. Like him ready because you don't want to make him look like say, "You man ready right away." So sometimes I say,
why not?
like me kinda slow to it, and me kinda wait there, but me want it still but then the time
I don't understand your aim. Why?
I mean, you don't want to make it look like, sometimes you want him to kinda, you tease him a little bit.
Okay.
Right. I have times where backfire.
Yes, I tried that.
What do you do in that case?
Like
you just miss out.
Yeah, like he backfire and then
go sleep on you.
Yeah, and sleep on me and then I try to wake him up. Sometimes when I do, I turn on the light, I play one little video on the phone to kind of create like this noisy atmosphere, this noisy environment. I kind of twist and turn. I take longer for my normal jump asleep at but I take longer for go and bed up because I try everything to get him up. And it backfire me end up miss out.
Them gone. Or them we know, but them say no, not
so I kind of try to stop that because I'm on that one time. I was
back for you. We need another opinion. Complacency. Alright, what I want to know is after a while of being in a relationship, married, getting ready to move to the next step in the relationship or whatever, how do you feel? You get to know the person, you talk to them every day, you call them every day, they might text you out through the hours, they might do this, they might do that. That is when they're getting to know you, trying to get you and trying to keep you, right? So after the time pass now, when you get used to each other and then someday, it's like when you reach that kind of plateau there. Is that, what would you say, is that normal in a relationship? Because when they're in a relationship, a good while now. Is that normal, or you feel like relationship, it is normal to settle in, but you also need to do things to, vamp it up sometimes?
I would love to ask another married couple this because, to be honest, there are sometimes, like for me right now, and this is me right now, going with time, it depends on the person. As we are maturing and going with time, when the relationship is moving forward, I always want their own my husband. Still, like more than before. Like before I wanted my personal time and my time to myself and do whatever I want to do, but no more. If me I watch a show, I want him there beside of me. If me I work a shift and I'm working from home, I want him there around me. If me I go a shop, I want him follow me. Anything me I do, I go into the supermarket, I want him to be there. Even if me I chill with my friends. If I could invite him, I would. But for him, I see no. But then he used to want me around a lot, but now it's kind of shifting. Him want him time for watching football. Him want him time for watching one show. And even when him a watch film series, I may try to insert myself and I be like, tell me how it goes. And sometimes I do and say, I want to me as well.
Like, then you know,
listen to me now, man.
I'm not like that at all.
Me I talk to him like last night. I tell him about like, me see me watch Game of Thrones and I watch the first season. I mean, I try to insert myself and say, alright then, I'm glad me, him I watch some of me can watch it. So I start to tell me how it going on. And him lock off the TV.
Yeah.
Him literally never want
I'm not like when you do too much talking when I'm out.
and you know, and it basically him a say, I don't want you watch a series with me. Like, it's and, you know, it's embarrassing, but I had to just say this to him. I said,
So true.
me want the run you, you know, me want the run you all the time. Why you know want the run me again like a pathetic little person? But it's just how it just depends really on the person.
Because with me, a lot of time I save like a show for my well want to watch the show, but you want to watch it
With you,
hard.
right.
But him watch all the show left and then watch it with me.
Like, you know, they save it and when you go home and you say you're ready for watch it, you tell the same watch it already.
Yeah, and it get my heart broken more time. Because I cuss
Yeah, I
my
think say you love for him with that kind of more
Yeah.
than and I think that's something we should touch at. Don't make it be like because this happened, it kinda it's a determinant factor as to who more in love with the other person or who care more or who more in tune with the emotional side. I think it's just men just
How you
different.
judge that really? How you judge that?
You not gonna say
me-
me care for you or you don't care for me.
No, but what me I say is, you see, kind of like you, me I try, me need to talk to somebody about this, but me realize from when me I read some have an attachment style where me just always want, if me like my space, you know, but me like, if me always wonder when the person at a certain time or call, not even call, text, like update me throughout the day, make me know. And if I there on you, I want there on you for a good amount of time until I'm ready for day by myself. And that's but that can be suffocating for persons.
Listen, I love to be around my husband when I'm watching certain things. But for example, you know me love Korean drama. When I watch my Korean show, I don't want him around me.
It's another same thing when they watch him series.
But that's also Korean. That's different, guys.
So it's like,
So I'm like, I want him to be around me all the time. And that's why me I try to sit to myself. Me I try to wonder to myself, does that determine if I'm more in love? Or it just determine the love languages? Or you know
love
what I'm
language,
saying?
I feel.
Right.
But women naturally have attachment to anything.
But that's the thing, it wasn't like that. For example, right now in my relationship, I am less. How can I say? I show affection less. You get what I'm saying? So like the hugging, the kissing, the stuff like that, I would not do that. He's the one that would initiate those things. And some people that say, boy, we look like him would have more love you more than you love him, but that's just, I think it can be like how I was raised, stuff like that. We can touch on those stuff some other time. But, yeah.
Definitely that, because but as I say, they don't like to always be the ones initiating. They more to feel like, say, you want them enough to do this or do that or for sure affection. This and that. Them just want, in that term, them just want it to be equal or tit for tat sometime as a man, because them have to do it all them life, Them have to do it all them life. So sometimes when them find that person where them they with for a long term, them want to be like, it make you do it and me do it as well. Equal in another part there. Alright, so on that note, I think this is the end of our very first podcast. Very last minute, but I feel like it was well done and insightful. So for now, for this podcast, because it was just last minute, you'll just be hearing us right now vocally, and hopefully by the next episode you will be meeting the faces behind the voices. Right?
On the next episode, we'll be talking about women's health and what affects women. Stay tuned.
Alright, see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Hear you next time.